Thank you. Welcome back here inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. This one could get ugly. 7 skaters here on the night for the Bad News Badgers, as they have a chance here to get on the board early. Shot goes on Winston-Salem, and off the stick of number 1 as it's going to be cleared down low for the FireStorm. Little trying to work it forward. Chance from the blue line comes Scheist. Fires a shot on Winston-Salem, able to make another save. 2 very quick shots here as it's going to go up top. Back down low to the corner come the FireStorm. Able to get around Little. Now it's a 3-on-1 opportunity here for the FireStorm. Takes it down low to the goal. Trying to get a centering feed up top for 13 of Chaisa. As it's up top, still with the FireStorm. Fires a shot on. Went off a body out in front. It's going to be picked up by 22 of Scheist. Played down low, trying to get it out of the zone as the captain of Galton's able to keep it in. A little behind the net, trying to work it around up top. So he kept it at the blue line. Working in, still the FireStorm. Fires a shot on. That's going to go on to McKelvey. Able to make the save here. 18:30 to go in the first. Gonna ring down low, trying to get it over the Little. Gonna be left for 17 of Schick. Working back up top. Able to get around Jennings. Centers it, but couldn't hang on to it. Was 1, no icing. As this is gonna go to the left of Winston-Salem. Bowen rings around down on the near side, trying to get it over. Apologies here to Etheridge. As it's played down low, trying to get it over to, I believe that's Schick. Indeed it is. Rung behind the back of the net now for Walker. Only 1 shot on goal here so far, as this is going to be tipped, no icing. Now has a chance to go on net. Indeed, Will McKelvey, he'll hold on to it. 17:20 to go here in the first. Going to be an offensive zone face-off here for the FireStorm. As Jennings is going to be taking the face-off here. That's going to be against number... Apologies, I thought it was going to be against number 11. With these handful of new skaters that's come on, trying to get their names. 11 is Ashley Brown. Up top. Badgers with it, trying to get it to the feet up top of 77. That being of Drucker. Shot, apologies, trying to clear it behind his own net. Now we turn over the Schick, going to be picked up from the hash marks. Cleared down, linked to the ice. Should be an icing. Thought it was touched. We'll get the icing call regardless here. 16:24 to go in the first. Trying to get a shot off the draw. It's going to come out. Trying to get it to the point. Couldn't hold on to it. As it's going to be a full race back the other way. Able to get to it. So Christ. As here comes McCumber up top. So we'll take a quick breakaway here. 15:47 to go in the first period. Welcome back here. Apologies about that break. A couple more skaters have shown up here for the Badgers, trying to get one right open from the slot. Rebound went wide of Painter Selvin, as it's going to come all the way down low to the point. Reimer fires one on, tipped out in front. Hits the near side corner, going to be picked up by Golden and cleared up top, trying to get it over the Chisa up top. One for Brian Smith. 1-1's your score. Brian Smith spinning around from an attacker of Schick. Down low finds Golden, trying to work it forward from the right circle. Left it for 24 of Eldridge, but kept in at the blue line. To the far side corner, still with it on the backhand, now behind the net, right out in front. Puck still loose, comes out for Brian Smith, backhands it in deep. Bob fires one, scores! Chisa's second goal of the night makes it 2-1 in favor of the FireStorm. Puck's dropped down low for Bowen. Puck's for Justin on sides, takes it down low. Has a chance with it, Sigmund. Centers it. Had a chance, but nobody there in the back doors. It's worked out from Brown. Poke back down out of the zone. Bowen there to pick it up through center ice. Just going to dump it in deep. Off for a chase the puck to the corner. Tillman works up to the far side. Cleared down the ice. Should go on net. No. An icing call here. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Comes out to the point. Walker works it down to Bowen. Bowen fires one on. Blocked off the shin pad out in front. That went off 11 of Brown. That stung her. Trucker nearly had a breakaway chance. Dumped in deep. Behind the net it goes of McKelvey to the near side corner. Pokes it to himself. Still in the defensive zone. Works it up. Trying to get it over to Latham. Instead finds Drucker to the blue line. Has Schick down low. Drucker with it. Try to get a saucer pass. Goes off a body out in front. Little had to poke it back in deep. Centers. Fires. Blocked off Bowen. That stung him. Tillman fires one. Trying to get a tip for Drucker. Bowen nearly with it. 2 block shots in a matter of seconds. Little fires. Scores! Adam Little gets his first goal of the season, tying this one up at 2. .26 seconds to go here in the period. Working it forward, down on the near side, Schick with it. Sharp angle, had a chance out in front, comes up top. 10 seconds to go here in the period. With 4 seconds spinning it around, 22 of Schreist. Through center, and that will do it for the period.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina is a city with a rich history of reinventing itself. Here you can wine and dine back in time. or raise a glass to the future. Witness history in the making or savor the present moment. That's why you'll love visiting Winston-Salem. Our past is present, our future is bright, and our city is yours to explore. Look forward. Travel back to Winston-Salem.
Welcome back here to the start of period number 2. We played back from the FireStorm. Out in front, tipped, had a chance from Schick. As it's down low in the corner, Schick still with it. Backhands it up top, trying to get it over to Little. Did not see it. As it's going to be a foot race now for Reimer. Deep in his defensive zone, still has it. Trying to work it forward. Does. Hit Schick. Schick has it. Still holds from the right circle. Centers up to the far side. Trying to get it over to Adam Little. As it's going to be number 4 of Golden to clear it out. The pickup from Tillman. Tillman going to dump it in from center ice. Hits a piece of the ref. It's going to come down low. Bob able to hold the line and get it out. As it's going to be over for Little. Nearly over. Skated it to Reimer. Indirect pass goes up top. Here's a chance now for Sigmund. Has 1 goal on the season. It's going to be spun around down low. The Bob Chisa has already 2 goals here on the night. Centers up top. Over to Golden. Shot saved. No rebound to give up. 18:30 to go in the period. Offensive drop here for the FireStorm. Puck's dropped, able to win it back. Or the Patchers to the point. Golden. Tip nearly went on goal of McKelvey. It's down low for Drucker. Centers it. Golden got a tip to it, so no icing. Foot race up top, able to win it back. Sigmund behind the net. Takes it around Reimer. Around Reimer as well, both of them, as he hits the blue line. Sigmund still with it down low. Spinning around at the goal line, trying to drop it back. Here's Bob Chisa. Fires one, trying to go 5-hole. Puck still loose up in the slot. Goalie diving out in front of it, covers it up. 17:14 to go. Puck's drop. Bowen leaves it up to the far side for Etheridge. Down on here side, trying to get one off. Instead, it's going to come out for Schreiss down low. Centers it to Drucker. Gonna ring it around down low. Drucker, the first one to it to the corner. Trying to deke around one. Can't. Walker's able to come away with it. Walker tipped it up top. Still just off sides. Trying to get it up to Long. Got a stick to it, no icing. 16:20 to go here in the second. Reimer to the near side corner, trying to work it forward to Drucker. Drucker looking to get a centering feed. Got stick to side from Jennings. This is going to be picked up by Walker. Dumped in. Drucker with it, trying to kick it forward. Has it to Reimer. Going to dump it in from center ice. Going to be played by Painter Sullivan for Walker. Cross ice, nearly had a turnover. Kept in. Fires one on Scheiss. Tip, sent high. Had a chance of a lifetime for the Bad News Badgers to take a lead. As here comes Bowen with it here in period number 2. Dumped in. Reimer trying to clear it out. Does. Hit center ice. Finds Walker. Up top. Trying to get it to Long. Badgers working it forward, going left to right here in the second period to the blue line. Has some room. Holds. Able to deke around Walker. Not able to get a shut off as Reimer can't hold the line. Once again, just dumping it in deep. Going to chase after it. Bowen, the first one to it. Cleared down to there. Should be far enough for an icing. Indeed, it will be. With 14:55 to go in the period. Fires it on. Save made by Painter. Sylvan comes out to the corner for Bowen. Trying to chip it out. Kept in. Worked in deep to the corner. Out of the reach of Bowen. Down low to the corner for Walker. Still in at the point to Schick. Walker not able to clear it out. Kept in. Holds from the right point. Fires one. Saved. His rebound goes behind the net. Schick with it. To the near side corner, backhands it out to the top of the slot, trying to deke around to the circle. Kept in. Adam Wood with it. Up top, turned over to Bowen. Has a long chasing forward, had a chance for a breakaway. This should be sent down to the ice for an icing. Indeed, it will be. 13:40 to go in the second. Not able to hold the point. Going to be a foot race the other way. Breakaway upcoming here. But cleared out from the netminder. Has Chisa at the blue line. Offsides. Was in all alone on a breakaway, but couldn't get it there. 12:50 to go here in the second period. Little cross ice in front of the net, nearly a turnover. I got a piece of Eldridge. Taylor up to the far side, able to get it back to Schick. Has Drucker down low. Schick taking it in, trying to get around Brian Long. Centers it. Drucker tip, scores! What a piece there, as it's 3-2 in favor of the Badgers. What a goal there. Gives the Badgers a 1-goal lead here for the first time tonight. Reimer able to win the drop back. Cleared down to this, no icing. Smith to the corner. Being pressured by, as of now, nobody. Marks up top, just out of the passive Eldridge. Number for Scheist, that is. Apologies. Chisa. Trying to work it through the legs. Has it down low. Scheist in on sides. 1-on-1. Holds. Fires. Pad save made by the netminder up to the far side corner for Scheist. Cleared down link to the ice. Cross ice gets it out of the zone over the Sigmund. Tillman able to get the turnover. Works it for Scheist. Centers. Offsides having a way to retouch back and on. That's nearly too many men there, as that's going to be sent down to the ice. Should not be far enough for an icing. It won't be. A 10:40 to go here in the second. Has a man in stride at Sigmund. 1-on-2, could not get a shot off it, so it was sent aside from Scheist. Cross ice nearly turned over from Scheisse. Slowing things down, but not out. Able to work it forward in zone is Brian Long. Over for Reimer, nearly tipped up. Puck still loose, had a chance as it comes out top for Scheist. Cleared through center, able to get to the 77 of White. Centers it, down low, had a chance for Ashley Brown behind the net. Trying to get a centering feed, hit the back of the net. Puck still loose to the far side goal line, as now is a chance for Eldridge. Stick to side, puck still loose. Through center ice it goes for Scheist. Works it up top to Brown. Just out of her reach as it's now nearly a hit up on the far side, both against Eldridge. Golden works it forward to Eldridge. Back to Golden, to the blue line. 3-on-3, gonna dump it in, gonna be a foot race in the near side corner. Tillman Reimer's the first one to it, nearly a collision there in the corner. Cleared down to the ice, will go down for icing. 9:16 to go in the period. Pass up top, has a chance now for the Badgers. To the blue line, Bowen able to negate the shot and take it right away from him. Gets it up top for Long. Trying to get around Little, puck still in. Little working it forward from the left circle, fires one, went wide. Down low, kept in at the point. Reimer. Trying to poke it forward, nearly out to Trucker since we picked up by Bowen. Up in the far side corner. Cleared downlink to the ice. Should be an icing. Just barely. 7:30 to go in the period. Bowen. And this far side corner. Turned over Schick. Going behind the net. Bowen, the first one to it. Nearly turned over the Schick. Then give them a 2-goal lead here. Bowen throws a body down to the corner. No penalty. That was on 77 of Drucker, one of the goal scorers here tonight. Walker up to the far side trying to get it to Etheridge. Bowen in a foot race. Bowen's going to be the first one to it. Up top. Fires one. Save. Rebound. That's going to cover it up right out in front. 6:35 to go in the period. One back, Riddle's team. To the corner, turned over behind the net, it goes for Sigmund. To the corner, still with it, Sigmund. To the far side, finds Golden, trying to fire a shot on, still has it, fires. Rebound goes to the far side corner. That did get a piece of McKelvey. Little behind the net, nearly had a turnover once again as it's going to come down low for Schick. Cleared it out of the zone and cleared down to the ice. No Gonna give it to him for an icing. Here comes a chance for Sigmund. Shoot, sends it wide. Here comes a chance up top. Scoreboard goes off to the right, but we know it will come back on as it just did. Smith working it forward, turned over. Schick has it to the left circle. Spinning around, trying to get a centering feed. Down low, had a chance. Gallin intercepts it and clears it down the ice. Breakaway upcoming here for Sigmund, and all one backhand shot sends it wide and behind the net. Still with it, Sigmund kicking it to himself. Behind the net it goes. Backhands down low. Here's a chance. Bob looking for his hat trick. That's going to be covered up with 4:16 to go in the period. Kept it at the point. Golden works it down low. Reimer able to clear it up, but not out. Brian Long with it. Trying to chip it forward. Reimer has it down low. They have numbers. With space. Whiffs on the shot. Goes up top. Trying to find a sending feed. Brown up to the corner. Long trying to work it out. Has Brian Smith and all alone. Trying to work it forward. Decides to take it himself. As Brian Long's going to go off for a change. Drops it back. Schick intercepts it. Saucers one down low, trying to get it over to Brown. To the blue line, still with it's Brown. Trying to find a feed to center. Kept in. Shot. Scores from the point. Just like that, the Badgers score another one. Bowen up top, needing a response here quick with 2:20 to go in the second. Centers it, had a chance as it's going to find Drucker down low. Trying to look it for the Reimer, gets it to him. They have numbers to the blue line. Reimer has space, fires, save made by Jennings. Behind the back and let it goes. Has a chance now, still loose. Brown trying to find a centering pass. Comes out to Drucker. Puck still loose. Brown trying to work it in deep. Loose and her skates. Pucks comes down to Jennings. Down along the near side half board. And out for Scheist. Past the feet of Reimer. Here comes Drucker. Already scored one. A very pretty one at that. Comes around. Drops it back for Reimer. Holding. Has a lot of traffic in front of the net. Decides to go up top. Saucers it down low in a no man's land. As it's going to come back out to Reimer on the near side point. Fires one, trying to get a tip. Puck's out in front, comes out and cleared from the FireStorm. Going to be an icing call here. 1:10 to go in the period. Should be closing in on the last half of this one. 45 seconds to go. Puck's drop goes behind the net. Bowen with it with 42 seconds. Nearly found Eldridge. Tripped up, no call. End up hitting an edge. Brown overskates it. Trying to work it to Trucker. Trucker trips. Up top. Centers. Nobody home, down low. 25 seconds to go. Cleared down the ice. That's going to go down for an icing with under 20 to go. And that should do it here for the second period. Score after the second, 4-2 in favor of the Bad News Badgers over the FireStorm. As both teams are looking to get their first one. I believe it's their first one. Let me get a little check on that really quick. Indeed so, as both teams hit 0-1 coming into tonight. So we'll take a quick 1 minute timeout. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back here as we are just about underway here in period number 3. Badgers up 4-2 over the FireStorm. Bowen has it down on the near side, trying to work it forward to the blue line. Out in front, and a one-footed shot, save, rebound, covered up by McKelvey. Offensive zone face-off here for the FireStorm. With 19:35 to go here in the third period. Chisel left for Bowen. Shot went wide. Up top it goes to Sigmund. Behind the net, still loose. Reimer able to come away with it. Here's a chance one-on-one against Bowen. Fires one. Stick to side from Bowen. And chipped out to the point. Kept in. Reimer fires one. Went past the foot. Bowen and on net. Can't hold it on to the point. Here's a chance. 2-on-1. Sigmund to the blue line. Has space. Decides to just spin and hold up. Bob had a chance. That was Chisa waiting on the back door. Eldridge has it back behind him. Did not know where it was at. Puck still loose in the feet up on one. Along the far side half boards. Chips it out. Trying to get it over. Wants to be picked up by Sigmund instead. Down low to Bowen. Can't hang on to the pass. It's going to be taken back into the zone by Schick. Turnover, Sigmund in the zone. Being pressured by Reimer. Behind the net, centers. Here's a chance for Chisa. Fires one. Blocked out in front due to heavy traffic. As Eldridge is going to ring one back up to the far side. Sigmund behind the net. Puck still loose. Goes off the body of Schick. Bowen fires, tipped, hit the crossbar and stayed out. Puck's going to be underneath of McKelvey. 17:55 to go here in the third period. Down low through the zone with 17:23 to go in the period. Smith behind the zone. Works it up top, turned over. Chancellor Scheist trying to get a tip out in front from Brown, went wide. Smith with it in his own zone, able to get her on one. Marks it up top. Trying to chip it forward. His puck still loose. Finds Scheist and out forward to Drucker. Drucker works it down low for Brown. Had it on her stick. Sharp angle down the corner. Spinning around. Still with it. Trying to drop it back over to Drucker. And so just cleared into some empty space up top. To the point. Can't hold on to it. Foot race back the other way, but overskated it. As Long can't hold on to it. Drucker up top. Can be a foot race now. Brian Smith, the first one to it. Passes it forward to Long, but can't hold on to the pass. As Little works it back in. Jennings up the far side. Back down low for Little. Smith was with it. Passes it down low to Eldridge. Trying to get on Little, does. Still with it down the near side half boards. Trying to get it in deep. Up top it goes here for the Badgers. Trying to work it down low, but just a tad too far to the reach. Centers up top. Drucker sent it wide. Shot from Little. Tipped. Redirected. Brown trying to poke it home. Does Pan herself and have it? I believe he does. Indeed so. We're going to get an offensive zone face-off here. 14:45 to go in the third period. Bowen trying to ring it out of danger. Kept in from the near side circle, that is. From the hash marks. Shot tipped out in front. Trying to poke it home. Panner Sullivan able to keep it out. Oop. Sorry there, guys, about the music. Reimer keeps it in. Poked out. Finds Bob Chisa. Chisa still has it as he enters the zone. Works it up top, trying to get it in deep to the far side corner. Behind the net, still with it, Sigmund. Try to go up top to Walker, instead finds Chisa. Centering feed's going to be poked back out to the neutral zone. Over for Bowen. Bowen's cross-ice feed nearly intercepted by Schick. Picked up by Chisa. Down low for Eldridge. Collision here, so we'll get a stop, as I believe that was offsides anyway. 12:55 to go in the third period. Neutral zone face-off here with 12:40 to go. Picked up by Bowen. Works it down low with speed. Centers it. Picked up from the white sweater and cleared down to the corner, but still in the zone for Walker. But tried to take a slap shot. Ended up whiffing on a large majority of it. Puck still not out. Comes down low and cleared down the length of the zone. As here comes Schick. Looks to fire one on. Shot! Saved by Panderson. Then his breadbasket. Keeps this one frozen. 12 minutes to go in the third period. Little fires one save, covered up by Raj Panderson here once again. So another offensive zone draw in the attacking zone for the Badgers. Pucks drop. Drucker gets it to the point for Little. Holds, fires, glove down by Bowen. And he'll take it out of the zone himself. Here comes Bowen, full head of speed, trying to get around 22 of Scheist. Down low, thrown off his man, sharp angle shot. Got a piece of McKelvey. Up top, Smith fires it on. Blocked out in front by Scheist, trying to take it out of the zone. Cleared out to the neutral zone and down the ice for Panderson. Works it forward for Brian Long. Picked up by Elrod. Down low, turned over by Golden. Works it forward for Etheridge. For Long, that is, apologies. Elrod trying to work it out of zone. Does 10:20 to go here in the period. Over for Smith. Up top to the corner, finds Jennings. Just out of his reach, Little's going to clear it through the neutral zone. Here's a chance. Drucker. Backhand shot. Save. Rebound. Comes out top. Shoot. Score! Second goal of the night from Scheist. Brings this game back to within, apologies, makes it a 3-goal game. On top of that, it's 5-2. Puck's one back from Reimer. Up top, just going to dump it in deep. Panderson with the save. Rebound out in front. Puck still loose to the corner. Reimer against Golden. Throws his man down to the ice. No call. Comes down low. FireStorm needing something going here with 8:50 to go in the third period. Tries to work it forward, and that's going to be picked up by Reimer in his own defensive zone. Still with it. Hitting the blue line. Space now against Golden. Holds. Trying to lift it. Saved by Panderson. We'll freeze it here with 8:25 to go in the period. Offensive drop here for the Badgers. It's going to be Schick going up against Sigmund. Puck's drop went on net. It's going to be Bowen in the near side corner to try and clear it out. Here it turned over the Schick as it's worked forward for Etheridge. On the backhand, forehand, hold, shot, save, rebound. Cleared out to the corner, takes a tumble, and he went down hard. Friendly fire there from Jennings. Jennings to the corner. Little battling at it. Still loose in the corner. Little with it. Clearing it down to the corner. Bowen at the blue line. Tried to follow it on. Went off the skate of Etheridge. Trying two hardy tumbles there. Be dumped in from Walker. Waiting to retouch back in on sides. They're good now. With 7:13 to go in the third period. Stick this side by Walker. Down low. Chance here for a 2-on-1. Earthridge trying to get a centering feed. Little gets a turnover. But only for a second. Trying to get a centering feed behind the net. Trying to send it up top. Down low. Jennings not able to get a shot off and not able to keep it in at the point. As it's Walker. Brings it down on the near side. Scores 5-2 with 6.5 to go. Little marks it for Schick. Turned over. Here's Bowen. Fires. Save. Rebound to the corner. Bowen to pick up his own rebound, or at least attempting to here. Whiffs on another shot here. Going to be picked up by Drucker. Works it down low in stride. Over to 43 to Taylor. Try to fire on. Stick to side and clear. Downlink to the ice to Little, who can't hold on to it. No icing. That's why it was hurting me. Taylor had a chance tipped up in front. As it's going to be worked down low on the near side for Little. Little from the left circle, holds, fires, glove, save, rebound. Comes out to the top of the point, still kept in. Fired, looking for a deflection, went wide. Drucker at the point, trying to just lift it on Painter-Sullivan. And can't. The final 5 remaining here in the third. Reimer fires, tipped. Saved by Painter-Sullivan somehow, some way. As it's going to come back out the other way. Scheisse trying to look it forward for Smith. To the point, able to get it around Scheisse. With 4:20 to go behind the net, it goes for Scheisse. Trying to work it down the near side. Reimer turned over. Golden keeps it in. Reimer with the turnover behind the net. Up to the far side. Here's a chance, but Scheisse able to take it right back away. As here they go, as they work it up top. And on sides, Brown chasing the net out in front. Covered up. 3:55 to go in the period. Apologies here about the camera. Trying to get it back going here for you. Just as quick as I can. There we are. Apologies about that. Comes out to the point. Still some room here as it's over for Reimer with 2:25 to go in the period. Try to get a centering feed. To the corner it goes. Back out in front, Painter Sylvan thought about clearing it as that's going to be sent down the ice. Should not be far enough for icing. Won't matter anyway as it was going on net. As it's Tillman Reimer through center. Picked up by Chisa. Waiting to retouch back in on sides there. Good, just barely. Chisa looking for his hat-trick goal. Shot, sent it high. Try to get a centering feed over to Long. As that one just missed part of the ice. Tipped up in front. Clock's going to keep on running here as McKelvey was able to make the save. Apologies there. Back up to the far side with 1:10 to go. Jennings up to the far side. Gonna drop it back behind the net. Adam Little has it with 1 minute to go in the period. Drucker leaves it up top for Taylor. Through the feet of Bowen. Schick has it. 45 seconds to go. Jennings works it forward. Has a chance now for Sigmund. Shot, save, rebound. Going to be picked up by Scheist. Back over to the far side, trying to get a tip. Right out in front, had Etheridge all alone behind the net as here comes Drucker on a breakaway. Drops it in front. Schick back in. Just went wide. Trying to just lift it out in front. Puck's right there. Covered up by Painter Sylvan after 2 or 3 shots with 13 seconds to go, and that will do it for us here tonight in game number 2. Face-off coming up with about 2 seconds, indeed so. Final score here in game number 3. The Badgers 5 and the FireStorm 2. We'll be back here on Sunday night for Upper League and then Monday night for Lower League here once again. Final score